Hi everyone, my name is Adam.
Hi everybody, my name is Adrian. I'm the director of Interrise Asia. We are the specialists in sake. Our website is theartofsake.com. What we promise is Japanese sake from all over Japan, representing the originality all over Japan. We promise to bring you the best sake at the best prices, and we'll teach you how to appreciate Japanese sake. Thank you very much.
Are you ready for it? Let's go!
A little bit about myself before we start. So myself, my name is Adrian. I'm a Japanese sake importer and distributor, which means my job is to travel around Japan, go around to the countryside for small factories and visit as many as I can to pick the best possible sakes to fit into my portfolio. Japanese sake was only made possible by this fungus. This very special fungus is called koji. In English, it's called Asparagus oryzae. Oh yes, it's something like a mushroom. But this mushroom does something very special. It breaks down starch in rice into sugars. Because rice contains a lot of starch, and starch is not easily fermentable. So you must chop it up into sugars before you have yeast that can convert it into alcohol. Japanese sake is a little bit special among all alcohols because it's one of the only alcohols, or the only alcohol that contains this very special flavor. It's called umami. So it tastes savory, it tastes delicious. Umami is basically naturally occurring MSG. So we watch Uncle Roger, that's the thing he put in his fried rice. Sake is also unique because it's drunk at different temperatures. During the winter time, it's always very nice to drink warm sake. So I don't think wine, especially white wine, tastes nice warm. Sake contains very few ingredients. So when you're talking about sake, there is only 4 main ingredients. You cannot add anything else. There's one optional ingredient only. So the 4 ingredients would be firstly, Japanese sake made from rice. And it must be Japanese short grain white rice. So number 2, the second ingredient, special ingredient, is called koji. So it is the mold covered rice. The next thing is water. The reason why sake breweries always located in very ulu places in Japan is because they want to be close to the water source. So that's why Japanese whiskey is so popular, Japanese soju, Japanese sake is so popular. There are some restaurants that they will bottle water from Japan and bring to Singapore to cook. Last but not least is yeast. Yeast is necessary to make a lot of things like bread. In this case, it's needed to make alcohol. So optional ingredient is distilled alcohol. Some sakes, especially table sakes, they add in distilled alcohol. The idea behind adding distilled alcohol is not to boost the alcohol content of sake. The idea behind it is to increase the aroma because you know your perfumes contain a lot of alcohol. Because the alcohol acts as a solvent, it dissolves aroma and leaves it inside the liquids. The first step to making sake is actually polishing rice. Polishing rice is very important to make sake. The reason why you polish rice to make sake is that the outer layers of the rice contains minerals, lipids, fats. And this, when it's converted by yeast, it will convert into certain elements that convert to about off flavors for sake. So the more you polish, the cleaner the sake will be. So if you want something that is very savory, very rich, very big flavors, the sake will be made using rice that is not polished so much. So this is a food rice, eating rice, this is sake rice. You can look at the difference between a sake rice and eating rice is that sake rice has a white color solid center in the middle. This is called the heart of the rice, it's called shinbaku. So the idea behind polishing rice to make high-end sake is to use as much of this opaque center as possible. Next up is washing, soaking and steaming. You wash rice, same thing. You also wash rice before cooking at home because you want to remove all the powder. Because if you leave it inside, it becomes very starchy and all the rice stick together. And to make sake, you need to have each individual grain of rice. The same principle, you don't boil your rice, you steam the rice. It's because you want to have the hot air going in between all the rice grains so that you have each solid little grains. That's very important. Koji making is also a very unique step for making sake. As I covered before, sake is always made during very cold weather, during winter time. Because cold weather makes for more aromatic sake, better quality sake. But when they're making koji, fungus needs very warm temperatures to grow. So imagine the sake brewery inside 5 to 10 degrees Celsius, but inside the koji room where they're making sake, it is up to 40 degrees Celsius. So very, very hot inside. Like, it's literally a sauna. Thirsty?
Very thirsty.
Before thirsty, I teach you how to drink sake first. The first sake bottle, very, very fancy.
Wow.
So this bottle is called 4 Fork Sake, very fancy, but it is a typical flavor of Niigata, which is light and clean. And before we introduce bottle, I should be actually teaching you how to taste sake first. Never mind, let's pour it first. I like this bottle because when you pour it out, especially in the dark, it looks like a lighter waterfall coming out. First step, right, is to look at the sake, right, see the color. This one, nothing much to see, it looks like water. It's when it's a bit yellowish, then you will consider that maybe there is something with the sake. Either it's been aged, or it has not been filtered, or it is damaged. Sometimes yellowish have that kind of thing going. Next thing is to swirl it. It's not being pretentious. When you swirl it, you're agitating the aroma particles so it comes out and fills the bulb. That's the reason why modern sake is better to drink sake in a wine glass, because there's a space to collect all the aroma. So smell it. So this one, a little bit floral aroma, very slight fruit, very clean rice flavors. Very typical of Niigata. Tends to be very dry and ricey. Step 3, right, is to taste it. So firstly, you want to taste what you are looking out for is any fruit flavors, any rice flavors, cereal, nuts, grains. Intensity, is it very strong, medium, or is it very easy drinking? So this sake is very light, very clean, very smooth, easy drinking. This next bottle is from Gifu Prefecture. So it's near Takayama, a very touristy spot in Japan. People go to see this very steep snow-capped village. So this the town where this sake is located has a lot of canals around the village, and inside canal there are koi fish swimming. This shows how clean the water is. So the name of this sake is actually called Iro Otoko. What it means in English means lady killer. This particular sake was designed for all these sugar mummies to drink. So let's move on to the third one. This third one is a Junmai sake. Junmai means that no distilled alcohol has been added to this sake. And Junmais tend to be richer, fuller. So you'll be expecting more umami flavors in this sake. This is a very special method of making sake. It's called the Yamamai method, which is an older method of making sake. It takes a longer time to create this style of sake. So it tends to taste more gamey. Tastes a bit more wild. More wild. So you can smell that it smells more acidic. You smell a little bit more like a bit more foresty, a bit damp. You get a little bit of mushroom notes. And actually, when we come to the last one, the last sake that we have for you to try, that'll be fun because it's extremely strong. It's so strong that it doesn't taste like sake anymore, because this is a aged sake. This is about 8 years old. Oh, this one I think we don't pour so much first, because you might not like it. We'll see, yeah?
Whoa. Even the color looks like whiskey.
So you can tell from the color, it has been aged at room temperature, not cold temperature. If it's aged at cold temperature, it wouldn't have this color. Between you and me, right, this is not my favorite style of sake. I don't like too fruity sake, but it sells. Based on time-wise, right, this comes to the end of our mini workshop. So if you're free, please follow us on Instagram, Interrice Asia, for more about Japanese sake. Thank you all very much. Goji susama deshita.
Hi, this is Eddie Ho from Six Production, and right now, who we have here? The person who want to make you drunk and make you high. If any girl or any guy that you're going to meet and is very ugly, right? Meet this guy. You make you drunk, and everybody around you meet very beautiful. Adrian for Interrice. I heard sake is something that a lot of knowledge. You must love sake in order to appreciate them. How long have you been in this business?
Oh, Eddie, I've been in this business for more than 10 years, so this would be my 11th year.
Oh, right. Okay. What made you want to go into this business?
I always love Japanese food, so by getting into this business, I get to travel around Japan, I get to eat nice Japanese omakase dinners for business on work expense.
I understand there's different price of sake, right? So could you explain why? Because of maybe the harvest, the soil, the weather, or what?
So Japanese sake is divided into various grades. We have table sake, which is made to be of very large volume, so they tend to be more affordable. So for the other grades would be premium sakes. So they range from a Jumai sake, a Ginjo sake. Right at the top end will be Daiginjo or Jumai Daiginjo sakes.
Why the word get longer means more expensive, is it?
Very fair actually.
Yeah, I realized that. Short word cheap, long word very expensive. So how expensive if one bottle of sake?
The thing for the top grades of Japanese sake, Jumai Daiginjos, they can start in Singapore from between $40 to $60. But for the very, very high end, we're talking about the 99 percentile, you'll be talking about $2,000 to $4,000. But those are quite rare.
2,000 to 4,000, how many milliliter or how many liter?
They could be just a normal 720 ml bottle.
Wow! But can you taste the difference?
Usually when sakes are priced so at such a high price point, they tend to not be too easy to drink. It's like driving a Ferrari. When you buy a Ferrari, you don't expect it to be easy to drink. You expect it to be a little bit difficult to understand. So these high expensive sakes are for a different kind of customer base.
So people like me is a nooch, which I hardly drink. I shouldn't start with the most expensive one, right? Am I right to say that? But it will waste, right?
I would never say anything is wasted. But for the very expensive sakes, they tend to be more suitable for business gifts or business entertainment.
Right.
For personal entertainment, I would say that stick to something more value for money. That would be a better choice.
Okay, value for money. Okay. So does all sake go with all kind of meals, or certain sake only can go with sashimi, sushi and stuff like that?
Not true. Actually, there's a Japanese saying that sake doesn't fight with food. So the main job of sake in the past in Japan was always to complement food. When you have sake, because of its high umami content, low acidity content, it's meant to complement food extremely well. If you have Chinese food, which is rice-based, sake is also made from rice, naturally they will go together. Even if you're talking about Western food, like especially Spanish food or Italian food with a lot of carbs, they also go extremely well with sake.
When you talk about food, I feel very hungry. Okay, last question. How long does it take to make one sake?
Actually, not particularly long. For the Japanese people, they actually usually only brew sake during the cold seasons.
Oh, why?
So, it's called kanzukuri because the best sakes are made at low temperatures.
Right.
So it will be from the mid-October till about March to May, depending on which latitude you are located in Japan.
Right. So I understand cold sake is supposed to be better sake than the warm sake?
Actually, not true. It's actually just a choice.
Okay.
But the way this misconception came about is because fruity floral sakes tend to taste better cold. Because if you drink those sakes warm, they will lose complexity. And that's the reason, the complexity is why you're paying a lot of money for these sakes. But usually sakes that are not very aromatic, things with a little bit more body, a bit more umami, they actually taste better warm.
Oh, right.
So it's a choice.
Okay, it's not depends on the weather. Like cold weather, I drink warm. Hot weather, I drink cold. No.
It's true. If you're doing cool weather, you will enjoy a warm cup of sake more.
Right. Well, during cold weather, I probably enjoy someone to hug me lah. So.
Why not both?
Hug me and drink sake at the same time. Okay, right. Okay, that's it for today. And right now, okay, the guys from Model Look Asia is actually standing by to play some game and show you guys. So yes, so thank you very much for your time and of course your sponsorship for this program. Without you, this show may not go on. Okay, so that's it for today. We will check out what the guys are doing. All right, this is Eddie starting off. Bye bye.
Hi, it's quiz time. Now you're gonna divide the group into two teams by using this phone and pressing the middle button here. Okay, we'll start from Alex.
Okay.
Okay, now that we got our group name sorted out, this is Team Saki. Make some noise. And this will be Team Guichana.
Okay, Guichana.
Okay, and the game starts now. Question 1. Rice is full of... Wait, I haven't said ABC lah. Sabar lah.
So what? The flash ah?
Question 1 will be rice is full of A. Yeast, B. Sugar, C. Starch, and D. Alcohol. Just step.
Right. Starch.
Starch. Yes, correct.
Of course lah. Guichana.
Guichana has 1 point.
Guichana.
Stop it, you two, my god.
Which one?
Okay, question 2. The role of koji is to A. Turn yeast into starch, turn alcohol into sugar, turn starch into sugar, or D. Turn sugar into starch.
Fuck!
Turn starch into sugar, so that is C. You're correct.
Sake!
Sake has 1 point. What is not one of the 4 main ingredients in sake? A. Koji, B. Distilled alcohol, C. Water, and D. Rice.
Oh!
Yeah, I will finish.
Which one?
Distilled alcohol. Correct. Sake wins another point. So we got 2, 1.
Is that the answer?
4.
This is rigged.
Which one?
The polishing ratio of a daijinjo is equals to A. More than 50%, B. More than 60%, C. More than 70%, or D. More than 100%.
Hey, what is this, huh?
To
Say,
more
say,
than
say.
50.
Hey.
More than 50.
More than 50. You're correct.
What the hell? Sake lah! Sake lah!
Sake has 3.
I'm telling you, the position of the bell is
Vijana
wrong.
has 1.
It's unfair. Emily, can you judge properly or not? Emily!
Which one?
Okay, next question. Some sake can legally contain distilled alcohol. A. No. B. Maybe. C. Yes. D. That's crazy.
That's what?
Crazy.
No, no. No, answer is no.
Oh, we want to answer again.
No.
Your answer is no?
Our
Answer
answer
is
is
yes.
yes.
No. Answer is yes.
Hey, we got
Yes.
change
Our
on.
answer is yes.
Oh, you said no just
Yeah.
now?
No, we discussed in the group. We
Recorded.
discussed it in the group. Yes.
Hello, sir. It's recorded.
Yes, my final answer.
Okay, what's your final answer?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Okay, yes then, yeah.
Yeah, so they got their...
Which one? Sake.
Question 6. What's that word again?
Pasteurization.
Pasteurization is used in sake's brewing in order to A.
Which one?
A. Create alcohol. B. Prevent faulty aromas from foaming. C. Make the sake clearer. D. Create fruity flavors.
Again.
So what's that?
Okay, so
What's the answer? What's the answer?
One.
Okay, we'll choose B.
One.
Producer, we'll choose B.
Okay, sure.
B.
Confirm, ah?
Confirm, ah?
Confirm?
Is that your final answer?
Faster
That's your
lah.
final answer.
Yes! Yes! You...
Trust your answer. Trust your
First answer.
Yes!
They got the score.
Of course lah! Sake!
Okay, now that Sake and Grijana has the equal score, this question will be the final answer. Sorry, it will be the final question.
Final answer. Final answer.
Shut up. Shut up.
Which one?
Now that Grijana and Sake has equal score, we will have the final question to determine who is the winner. Question 7 is a sake with cereal and lactic aromas with good acidic and umami. A. Daijinzo. B. Masu. C. Namahire, and D. Honjozo.
Yeah, the jinzo.
Your answer is wrong. You guys want to try?
Well, better try, huh? Got 52.
Which one?
B is Masu, C is Namahire, and D is Honjozo.
C.
C? Your answer is also wrong. How?
We said D. D.
Okay.
Dude,
You say D?
you confirm, huh?
Confirm D, yeah? Is that your final answer?
Yes.
This is going to determine your final score, you know.
Like A lah.
What?
D?
Yes.
D?
Yes.
The answer is correct! And the winner is Kinjana!
I'm okay.
Sake is working.
Okay, now we're going to present the prize. with Mr. Adrian Go.
So the three prizes. Firstly, Magnum. Asahi means rising sun. Rice sake from Okayama.
Why only decide in box? Why only decide in box instead of box?
So depends on how superficial you are, how important box is.
How superficial you are.
The last one is the Hiro Otoko. She's the lady
lady
killer.
boy one.
Lady boy, lady killer there. Very different there.
Lady boy.
Okay, enjoy.
Hey, you never present the card.
Okay guys, that's all for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of learning about sake. For those sake lovers, do check this place out. Bye! Sake? Yes, sake.
He's too near to the bell.
Yeah, you look. Okay, alright, guys, look at the bell. It's positioned more to the sake group. You know.
What's that?
What's that? No, let him finish the full question. What's the problem? What's the problem, huh?
No time already.
It's okay.
Ni apa benda ni ada?
Now you don't know lah.
Why the questions? Why the so cheap? Yeah.